What's happening, everyone? Jason right here.
Sarah's here too. Today, we're talking about something that sounds technical, but really isn't: AI data sovereignty and resilience. Basically, who controls your data when you're using AI tools, and what happens if those tools go away?
Yeah, this is something people aren't thinking about enough.
Okay, so explain it like I don't live in the tech world. What's the actual problem?
When you use ChatGPT or Claude or any of these AI platforms, you're sending your data to their servers, your prompts, your documents, whatever you're feeding into the system. But what if you're working with sensitive information, client data, financial stuff, proprietary strategies? Do you know where that data is going?
I'm guessing most people don't.
Most people don't. And that's the first issue. The second issue is dependence. If OpenAI decides to change their pricing tomorrow or shut down a feature you rely on, what's your backup plan?
So it's about control and contingency.
Exactly. Data sovereignty means you control where your data lives. Resilience means you're not completely dependent on one provider.
How do you actually do that?
First, read the terms of service for any AI tool you're using. Understand whether your data is being used to train their models or if it's being stored somewhere you don't control. Then look for tools that offer private deployments or on-premise options. Some AI platforms let you run models locally. That means your data never leaves your infrastructure.
What about smaller businesses that can't afford private deployments?
Be strategic about what you send to these tools. Don't upload client lists with personal information. Don't share financial data unless you're using a tool that's explicitly compliant with regulations like GDPR or HIPAA. Treat AI like you treat any third-party service.
And the resilience part?
Don't build your entire business around one AI tool. If you're using ChatGPT for everything, what happens when they have an outage or when they change their API pricing and your costs triple overnight? Use multiple tools and keep your data portable.
How do you do that?
Don't lock yourself into proprietary formats. Use standard file types. Export your data regularly. Document your workflows so you can recreate them elsewhere if needed. The other thing is open source models. There are AI models you can download and run yourself. They're not as powerful as the big commercial ones, but they're getting better.
Is this something people need to worry about now?
Hell yeah, it is. We're seeing AI tools change their terms, raise prices, and shut down features. If you're building critical business processes around these tools, you need to think about what happens if they're not available tomorrow.
So, what's the first step?
Audit what you're currently using. Make a list of every AI tool in your business. Figure out what data you're sending to each one. Then ask yourself, if this tool disappeared tomorrow, what would break? If the answer is everything, you have a resilience problem. Start building redundancy, find backup tools for critical workflows, and stop sending sensitive information to tools you don't fully control.
This all makes a lot of sense to me. This also feels like we have hit our listeners with enough info to process for one episode.
If you're listening to this podcast and you like what you hear and you're curious about doing something similar for your own business or your own brand, your next step is simple. Go to intentionallyinspirational.com. Click the blue button and book a call with the human version of Jason. We'll talk through what it would actually look like to launch your own AI-hosted podcast, what's involved behind the scenes, and whether it even makes sense for your business right now. Thanks for listening.
Talk soon, y'all.
See you in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay curious.